Radical social change. When I was in law school, there was no women's bathroom. It's amazing to me now that we never complained. Not because we were timid, but because we were astounded to be in law school at all. 100 years ago, Myra Bradwell wanted to be a lawyer. She had fulfilled the requirements for the Illinois bar, but wasn't allowed to practice because she was a woman. An injustice she asked the Supreme Court to correct. Illinois was so confident of victory, they didn't even send a lawyer to argue their side. They were right. She lost. That was the first time someone went to court to challenge his or her prescribed gender role. 100 years ago. Radical social change. 65 years ago, when women in Oregon wanted to work overtime and make more money, as men could, the court looked to the precedent set in Bradwell and said no. Then there were 2 precedents, then 3, then 4, and on and on. You can draw a direct line from Myra Bradwell to Gwendolyn Hoyt, told 10 years ago she was not entitled to a jury of her peers. That is the legacy the government is asking you to uphold today. You are being urged to protect the culture and traditions and morality of an America that no longer exists. A generation ago, my students would have been arrested for indecency, wearing the clothes that they do. 65 years ago, it would have been unimaginable that my daughter would aspire to a career. And 100 years ago, I would not have had the right to stand before you. We are not asking you to change the country. That's already happened without any court's permission. We are asking you to protect the right of the country to change. There are 178 federal laws that differentiate on the basis of sex. Count them. The government did the favor of compiling them for you. And while you're at it, I urge you to read them. There are obstacles to our children's aspirations.
You're asking us to overturn nearly a century of precedent.
I'm asking you to start a new precedent, as courts have done in the past when the law is outdated.
But in those cases, the courts had a clear constitutional handle. The word woman doesn't appear even once in the U.S. Constitution.
Nor does the word freedom, Your Honor.